back, and today we're going to do another miles per gallon test on my diesel Chevy Cruze. We did one last year. We actually did two last year. Both round trips from South Carolina to New York. I am leaving.
Turn right on Walker Road.
Hopewell Junction, New York, and headed to my parents' house in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And we're going to try to do it on one tank of diesel. Now, Chevy says 717 miles, you get off a tank of diesel. My record was 745 last year, coming from my parents' house in Myrtle Beach to my home here in New York, and we did on one tank of gas with a half a gallon to spare, 745 miles. And that was 3.5 hours of stop and go traffic from Northern Virginia through Baltimore and getting rerouted for more mileage. The trip, according to my thing, is about 735 miles. We are literally just beginning. We are 1.1 miles into the journey. I'm going to be reporting you from every state border and every time we hit 100 miles. It's 19 degrees at 10:17. We should be getting there tonight at 10:22 p.m. theoretically. That's without breaks, but as you can see, I got 30 ounces of coffee. I have a liter of soda. I got some meal bars, some apples. I'm all showered, drained the bladder, and emptied the intestines. So I'm going to try to go as far as I can without stopping. So I'll let you know. We'll see at the either the 100-mile mark or at the New Jersey border. I'll let you know. 56 miles into the trip, and we're about to cross our first day border in New Jersey. Our second state in our 7-mile journey to my parents' house in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And look, oh yes, the Jersey State Police looking for their fundraisers. So anyway, we're still scheduled to be there at 10:19 tonight.
Take exit 66.
Traffic and brakes pending, of course.
17 south.
Fair to mention the first part of the video that the Chevy has been well maintained up to this point. I bought the car 50,000 miles. And it just got its 5th service from Chevy. So
13 miles on Route 17 south.
Everything on this car has been maintained the way it should be according to Chevrolet. If you're asking, yes, I did eat breakfast before I left. I had a couple stuffed peppers. Yeah, stuffed peppers for breakfast. Yep, that's what I did. Food's there, drinks there, 30-ounce coffee, and a Yeti. We're doing good. We'll see you at the 100-mile mark. Walking our trip, we're on the Garden State Parkway South. It is 33 degrees. It's 12:05 p.m. and right now we're on track to get there at 10:25 p.m. tonight. Now if you're asking, it must be a little bit of traffic. There isn't. It's been congested but flowing real good. The reason why we're 7 minutes behind is because I got pulled over in good old Jersey. It's another reason why I hate this state. Pulled me over, not for speeding, because I wasn't. Too much ice on the back of my hood. On the back of my trunk, I'm just saying. The thin layer that was on there, it's against the law in New Jersey to have that. It's considered a safety issue. So he gave me a summons. Don't have to go to court for it, can be paid online. But it's like, really? All the people blowing by me in the left lane? You put me over for ice? But hey, welcome to Jersey. And to be fair, the cop wasn't a jerk. He's a real nice guy, a real sweetheart. Paramus police officer, but he decided my ice issue in the back of my trunk was more important. It is what it is, so I'm going to try to make up the 7 minutes. This is the most difficult part of the journey, getting through the Northeast. All the toll roads and the traffic. But if you also want to know, I did top off on diesel before we went on the trip. When I first posted this video, we had just left the gas station and started our journey. We're pretty much at full still, just a little bit below the full line. We're doing well. And I'll either see you at the 200-mile mark or at the Delaware border. we're back. We're crossing the Delaware Memorial Bridge out of the crap state of New Jersey into the first state of Delaware. We just crossed the Delaware border now. It's our third state in our 7-state journey into getting to my parents' house at 1 tank of diesel. It's 36 degrees at 1:26 p.m. According to our arrival time, we're now down to 10:12 p.m. So we made up for the last time when we got pulled over in Jersey for a crap violation, and we've made up 7 minutes. Our original arrival time was 10:19 p.m. back in Hopewell Junction, New York. So we made up time. Obviously, traffic is flowing great. Rush hour is going to be hitting soon, and the goal is to get through Baltimore. That's the first major leg of the trip. Get through Baltimore on the Fort McKinley Tunnel. That's a pretty big step in trying to get down in a decent time. Also, we're coming up on our 200-mile mark also. Exactly 2 miles. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Crossing the state border and the 200-mile mark in the trip. Total mileage is supposed to be 735 for this journey. And yep, you're seeing right another ridiculous toll. Well, one of the reasons why I hate living in the Northeast and looking to get out of here. Nickel and dime and tax the crap out of you. Also, for your information, the tires I'm riding on right now are the original tires on the car, according to the Chevy brochure for 2014. And we got 72,532 miles in the car. Now, when I had my car serviced 10 days ago, he says the tread was running low on tires. Was running low on the tires. I asked him, well, hypothetically, if it was an inspection time, would I pass this? Yeah, you would just pass. So, tires are definitely in my near future right now. About to get 72.5 out of a pair of tires. Plus, you know, when it's all said and done, I'm probably going to be at 74,000 by the time I get back to New York off my trip. That's not bad. All right, now Delaware is going to be our shortest state, so I think we'll be here for about 10-15 minutes before we cross the Delaware state line. And we're less than a mile from the 200 mark, so I'll just stay here with you. We're now on that whole thing of 95, 295, and 485.
Onto I-295 south.
There we go, 295. It's really 95. I'm going to stay at 95. I ain't going to do exactly what the GPS tells me because I'll be traveling through downtown DC on this thing. Let's see, we're down
Keep left onto I-295 south.
0.2 of a mile away, 1/10 of a mile away now from 200. I'm going to leave you off right here. We're at 200 miles now. We'll see you at the Maryland border.
95 south.
And we are back. And we've just entered Maryland. This is our 4th state on our 7-state journey. We're 213 miles in the trip. I said Delaware would be short, and it is. We just go through the cutoff of the top part, which is a very narrow part of the state. Our arrival time right now is still at 10 p.m. So we've actually shaved off 9 minutes from our original arrival time of 10:19. It's 37 degrees, 1:42 p.m. And for your information, I paid $3.12 for diesel in New York when I left. The average price was $2.98 on the Jersey Turnpike off the Sunoco stations. And right now, it looks like it's about $2.89 right here in Maryland, according to the first rest stop. So we're doing good, we're making good time. My goal is right now is try to get through Baltimore and the Fort McKinley Tunnel before rush hour. That would make a very, very big difference right now. So, I will talk to you at the 300 mile mark, and wish us luck.
Exit 19B, on right.
Well, we're back, everyone. It's 2:56 p.m., 31 degrees. We just hit the 300 mile mark in this journey. We are in southern Maryland, about exit 20 on 95 South, and we just finally hit our first traffic thing here. Well, the good news, we did get past Baltimore. I was hoping we'd make it past through Northern Virginia, but that's tough.
2.9 miles. Then take exit 19B.
That's the major goal next, is to get past Northern Virginia, because after you get done with that, I think we're pretty much sailing unless there's accidents or construction. But we just have just over half a tank right now at 301 miles. And yep, it's definitely rush hour. We are in the DC, Northern Virginia area. I went as far as I could. Now it's just a matter of who's going to need a gas station first, me or the car. And being that I've had 2 meal bars and 2 apples and 30 ounces of coffee and 5 ounces of soda, chances are I'm going to want to tap out first to use the restroom before it needs diesel. But we got a long way to go. We're not even halfway there yet. We're getting close to halfway point. Just over half a tank left of diesel. And we'll see you at the Virginia border. We're back. It's 3:20 p.m. It's 29 degrees. And we're about to pass the Virginia border. Leave Maryland to the Virginia border. And according to my GPS, we are doing that. Alright, well, there's a sign right there, right now. We're 322 miles in the trip. We're just over half a tank of diesel. Our 5th state in our 7-state journey. Again, we had that one little traffic by exit 22 in Maryland on 95, but now the traffic's moving again. Like I said, if we get past Northern Virginia, we'll be pretty much golden. It all depends about, traffic accidents and construction now. The only thing I can think of that may stop us would be the city of Richmond, but by the time I think we get there, rush hour will be over. So again, now it's about construction and accidents. If we can avoid those, we should be golden. Right now, we're set to arrive at my parents' house in Myrtle Beach at 9:52 p.m. That would make the trip 11 hours and 32 minutes, which would be a record for me. Again, we got a long way to go. We're not even halfway through the trip yet. But I'll come back to you at 365 miles. And if you want to know why, that's halfway through the trip of 730 miles to my parents' house. It's 36 degrees. We are in Fredericksburg, Virginia on southbound 95. We are approaching 370 miles on the trip. That's just over halfway through the trip. And we just got under half a tank of diesel left. So, by the way things are going, it looks like we're going to break 700 miles to this tank easily. We'll probably break the 717 Chevys that you can get. The only question is whether I can make it to my parents' house on this one single tank. And then finally, can I break 745, which is my record last year? And I can honestly tell you, it's one record I'm trying not to break because that's just a little too risky. If you know what I mean? But as of right now, we'll be there at 10:01 p.m., which would get us there at 11 hours. Oh, back to 10 o'clock. So 11 hours and 41 minutes, which would be pretty much almost a record for me to get down here that fast. Now, we've hit some traffic in Northern Virginia, despite the fact I paid the additional $9 to go on the Easy Press Express lane. Only get stuck in this traffic later on down in 95 and they all merge. Well, it is what it is. And again, it's an additional $9 toll, so it's like almost like $40 in tolls now. But thank goodness that was the last one, mercifully. So, our next report will come to you at the 400-mile mark, and we'll see you then. We're at the 400-mile mark right now. We're on I-95 in Virginia, right outside Kings Dominion Park. It's 4:40 p.m., 37 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're still due to arrive at my parents just before 10 o'clock at 9:59, pending any. We've seemed to gotten through the traffic in Northern Virginia. Looks like my GPS is going to take me around the city of Richmond. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, we're averaging 41 miles per gallon according to my car's computer. If you're wondering what the sticker says, well, it's 27 miles to the gallon city, 34 mixed driving, and 46 highway. That's the beauty of a diesel. It excels on the highway big time. Now, what's my record? My record was last year coming back from my parents' house in Myrtle Beach, New York. Just over 49 miles to the gallon on 745 miles, which is pretty damn good. So basically almost 50 miles to the gallon. As now we entered the twilight, sunset time of our drive. I think sunset's around another 50 minutes at 5:30. That will get a little bit longer as we go further down south. That's it for now. We will talk to you either at the 500 mark or at the North Carolina border. 1 degrees at 6 in the evening. We're on I-95 southbound in Virginia, approaching the North Carolina border, and we've just hit the 500-mile mark for the trip. And we're averaging about 41 miles per gallon according to the car's gas computer. We'll see that later when we fuel up when we do that. Again, I've not stopped since I got pulled over in Jersey. And I tell you, if I didn't get pulled over in Jersey, I would never stopped at all. So far, my body's doing good. I brought up enough food and water and coffee to keep myself going. How long it will last, I don't know. But I think we're about 3 miles away from the North Carolina border, which would be our 6th state in our 7-state journey down here. And according to the sign right now, diesel in Virginia is $2.94 a gallon, which is less than New Jersey, but 5 cents more than I saw in Maryland. So when we get to North Carolina, I'll let you know what the price of diesel is. In the meantime, let's see. We'll be crossing the North Carolina border any minute now. We are about to cross into our 6th state of North Carolina. We're 505.3 miles in the journey. We're down to a quarter of a tank, and we now are officially in North Carolina. So we technically got 225 miles left in this journey, according to what my GPS said. So we'll see you either at the South Carolina border or at the 600-mile mark. Most likely that. 7:22 p.m. It's 40 degrees. We're halfway through North Carolina. I think in the town of Benson. We're gonna hit the 600-mile mark on a single tank of diesel on our way to Myrtle Beach. And we are 1 bar above the red line, so I am not sure right now if we're going to make it to 700 miles or even the South Carolina border. And we just hit the 600 mark now, which would be disappointing, but not that surprising. I told you in the beginning of the video that I still got the original tires on this car, and meaning the car has going on 73,000 miles. And the last time I took it in for servicing, they said you're going to need tires soon. And probably the next time I take it in for servicing at 76,000 miles, they're going to tell me you need tires. But still, to get 600 miles so far on these tires is not that bad. Now, if you're saying what tires should make a difference, well, go look at my last MPG video about 20,000 miles ago. We got 745 miles on a single tank of diesel, despite the fact we were 3.5 hours in stop and go traffic from Northern Virginia to Baltimore. Now today we only had about 45 minutes of stop and go traffic altogether, and that's about a difference of 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's a big difference. Now, I am going a lot faster than I was last test. Because of that, last test I think we averaged about 62. We're averaging 68 miles an hour at 41.1 miles a gallon, according to the computer. We'll know for sure later on when we fill up, but right now I'm hoping we can get 700. I'm not sure if we're gonna. We'll talk to you later. We're at the 610 mile mark in the journey, and the low fuel light has just come on. Now, according to this thing, we have about 66 miles to go till empty. So we're looking at no better than 676 altogether. So looks like we're not going to even get to the 700 mark or the South Carolina border, but that's pretty damn good considering, like I said, I'm on tires that's on the last leg, and like I said, for a long time we've had this cruise control set on 79 miles an hour for most of this trip. So I'll get back to you when we fill up. And by the way, the average price of diesel in North Carolina right now has been about $2.88. Still right now I think the cheapest goes to Maryland at I want to say $2.70. Oh, we'll get back to you later. 37 degrees, we're still in North Carolina, and believe it or not, we did crack the 700 mile mark. We're at 701.4, and my next report is going to be in a gas station somewhere because I desperately need it, and I'll talk to you then. 38 degrees, and believe it or not, I actually cracked the 717 that Chevy says I can get with this car. Somehow, I'm on fumes right now, and I'm about to cross the South Carolina border right now. And I am pulling into a gas station, and I'm hoping they have diesel. Do they have diesel? Please have diesel. I'm on fumes. Yes, they do. Oh, yes. Talk about timing. So, we're not going to break my record of 745 miles.
Drive 5.6 miles.
Which I didn't think I was going to anyway. I ain't even making it to my parents' house, but hey, 717.7 miles. Yeah, I'll take my chances. Alright, we'll get the final number, miles per gallon, in a second. Get a final tally now. If you're wondering how big my gas tank is, 15.9 gallons. I just put in 15.592. Oh shit. Alright, let's get our final calculation here. 717.7 divided by 15. As I say, 15.592. 46033. Well, I said the sticker on this car was 46 highway. That's what we got. Chevy says 717 miles to our tank of gas. That's what we got. That's pretty damn good. Like I said, it's not my record of 745 miles on a single tank, but like I said, my tires are 20 out of the original tires. I probably could have done it if I had better tires, and they do say the winter blend diesel is not the same. It doesn't get as good as gas mileage. Well, we'll never know. Anyway, phenomenal job, Chevy. My next thing will be at my parents' house. I'll tell you when we get there. Supposedly 10:23. It'll be exactly just under 12 hours. We'll talk to you later, everyone. We've done it. We've made it to my parents' house, and even with good tires, there's no way we would have made it here on a full tank of gas. The final mileage on this trip was 755 miles. Chevy says 717. My record 745, and that was really pushing it.
Continue 0.2 miles. Then turn right on Sugar Mill Loop.
Another 10 miles, it just wasn't going to happen. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Take care. God bless you all.